Hello, everybody. Thanks again for attending, as Tim has said. I want to thank everyone again for taking the time out here. We are doing a big Philips kickoff month for the month of September. I know everything's busy in the SpeechMike world this month, and we want to kind of highlight the Philips products and what they can do for your business as well as the potential with your end users. We are giving away some really big and cool, awesome big ticket items at the end of the month, and if you stick around to the end of this broadcast, I can go into more detail as well as follow up with any questions and any topics or comments you might have for either I or Tim. With all that being said, go ahead, Tim, take it away.
Thank you, Stephen. I want to start off, first of all, with some of the marketing things, how to position Philips. And last, for anyone that was on our second demonstration and teleconference a few months ago, we showed you some things such as the printed brochures and leaflets. In general, a lot of marketing material we've produced for you out there. We've also created a number of product comparison charts and matrices and all of this is available on philips.com/dictation. However, it seems that a lot of people still not exactly sure where to get these different types of marketing slicks and things like that. So I would like to today take everyone kind of through that, make sure that you have access to all the tools that you can possibly get from Philips. As far as it goes on the website, can go in under Products, Mobile Dictation, and from there select your product. Support is where the support tab is where you're going to get a lot of the most valuable documents and brochures. The product brochure and the leaflet are the two that you saw before, as well as, of course, while you're in here, you also have access to firmware and software downloads as well. In the overview is where you're going to get, in the overview tab is where you're going to get your videos, your product images, and as you see here, a large number of them, as well as product videos. We see a large number of them as well. All right, I had jumped over to the Facebook page, or sorry, the YouTube page, where I went to youtube.com/Philips Dictation and then clicked on the commercial for the DPM 8000. You're able to right-click on it to get that embed code to put into your own web page as well. We get on our site, so as a key account manager for Philips, and as I work with a lot of different resellers, we get a large number of requests for product matrices. And if that's something that you're interested in comparing Philips products with other Philips products or comparing Philips products with competitive products, we do have a number of competitive matrices that you can put on your website or you can send out to customers. Now, in order to get to these, what you want to do is go to the partner portal and make sure that you're logged in. If you're logged in, you then can go into marketing and sales material. In this section of the marketing and sales material, the first thing I recommend you do is click Show Items in My Language Only. After that, you'll notice that right off the top in our advertising section, you're going to get all of your product comparison matrices right here. Whether it be comparing our different versions of software, comparing our DPMs with the competition, comparing our SpeechMike Premium with the competition, as you see down here. So again, you can download these and put them on your website, send them to customers, print them, whatever it takes to help promote your sale of the Philips products. And I'm actually going to continue to show some of these as we go throughout the presentation and talk about them a little more in the presentation. So what you also want to know, I talked about product brochures, things like that, and pictures. This section for marketing is really helpful, where you can also download a number of other brochures and pictures and things like that, a whole bunch of options. And by checking and unchecking, and you can You can, again, focus things down by, if you just want mobile dictation, if you just want recorders and mobile apps, or if you want the microphones along with it. So there's a lot of material, a lot of pictures, a lot of ways to help you in presenting the Philips product. Now, all this is great, again, when setting up your website, looking for the right marketing to send to a customer. But what about when you are sitting in front of a customer and you want to show pictures, or you want to show competitive matrices, things like that? Well, that is why we have created a product that you can download for your iPad. So if you have an iPad, you can actually download, it's called Speech World. And with this product, you can click on it and download and directly in front of your customer, and it's a very high-class way to show the different products that we have. So let's, for example, let's say a customer asks you why the Philips SpeechMike Premium audio quality is better than competitive microphones. So I can click on the SpeechMike Premium on my app. And from here, I have a number of choices. So I can bring up visuals is going to be your pictures. Details is going to be, I'll show you what the details are, but there's a lot of really cool documents in there. And 3 is going to be the movies. If you want to show little features, the little featurettes that you saw also on the website. So again, in this situation, the customer said, why is your audio quality better than the competition? I can click on details, and as you see here, you're going to see it's actually kind of an animated screen. I don't know that the webinar is showing it in quite as cool detail as possible, but it kind of comes alive and splits apart in an animation. And from here, I can click on any one of these and say it is one of the things that makes it the best is the 03 there, the free-floating decoupled microphone. I can click on that and give a little bit more detail to them, zoom in on it, give them a little bit more about it, and even if I wanted, I could play the video directly here from this screen by clicking on the little video image at the bottom left-hand corner. All right, if I were then to go into, well, we also, not only that, but when you hold that microphone close up to your mouth, if you're using another mic, you're going to get a lot of, the P's and the static that come from breath talking into a microphone. But that integrated pop filter, I'm going to click on that for you. The integrated pop filter here is going to reduce a lot of that. And it gives you a little bit of text as well as the video to kind of further support that idea. The customer then asks you about specifications, right? If they're looking for the barcode one. I'm still in the detail section, the 02 detail section. And they then say, what about barcode compatibility or any other specifications for the SpeechMike Premium? I can simply slide the screen to the right. As you see, it's giving me some of the technical specifications for the SpeechMike Premium. This one specifically on the barcode. I swipe again to the right, and I have some additional technical specification and images for the SpeechMike Premium. Then your customer might ask how the Philips SpeechMike Premium compares to the competition. You wish you had that comparative matrices with you, but you don't. The good thing is, if you have this app, you do have it with you. Again, another swipe to the right gives me the product comparison in, essentially in HD on my iPad to show the customer and go through some of the features that are major advantages of the SpeechMike Premium over competitive microphones. So it's, again, if you have an iPad, the Speech World app is a fantastic tool that you can use for furthering the marketing while you're in front of the customer and giving them a very impressive demonstration of the product without even, just by going into this app and seeing it in its fantastic images and whether they be pictures and videos or other graphics that can be very impressive to them. All right. Again, otherwise, very important to do the most that you can with your website. We at Philips, we worked hard to drive and grow the web presence for Philips products. Like I said, even going around different, even going around the internet to different sites, you may notice that you have pop-ups from Philips or videos or banners and things like that that go where that kind of follow you around. That is, in general, an internet thing. It's an internet marketing tool and something that we've taken advantage to try to perpetuate the Philips name, and really for your benefit. But there's limited benefit unless you have a professional-looking website with product pages that provide the right balance of information and images for your customers. And of course, don't forget the banners. All right. So at Philips, we have pages like I'm showing here, where you have essentially canned pages. You can modify as you need to, or you can put them up as we already have them. They can scroll down and see all the information. But it's up to you to have the pages the way that you want. Banners that you can put on there that they can click on and do something like a free trial of a SpeechMike Premium or a DPM. We even have other banners that you can use, such as this, where you can put images down at the bottom of your email, such as this email is created by Philips SpeechMike and speech-to-text software. So you can have that at the bottom of all yours, and your customers can see that you use this technology and give them the idea of how they might be able to use the technology as well. The important thing for an image like this is not for it to not just be a picture, but a picture with a hyperlink encoded to it to take your customer to your SpeechMike Premium page on your website. And so 1450 has all these pages and banners for you to use and create or improve your web presence. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. In this presentation, I also want to talk about vertical markets. With the way that markets are going right now, you have people who are in one market, want to diversify, don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. So over the years, I've helped a number of resellers to broaden their horizons, get into different vertical markets, and these are some of the ways that we've done that. First thing you'll notice on our website, we have an industry solutions page, and really a series of pages, because if you click on the industry solutions, you notice that there's a number of verticals and specialties that we cater to. With each one of these, there's a description of that particular market, and there's also case studies for each one. So as you see here coming up on the screen, those are actual titles of case studies that we have on our website, and we have a lot more. I even sent 1450 4 more case studies that I think are pretty new and haven't made our website yet. So even then, you have even more at your disposal than you can. And those would be another public safety one, another legal one, and 2 more insurance case studies. So lots of help as far as we go when you're talking to someone in a new vertical. It'd be very helpful for you to go to if you're thinking about going new vertical, it'd be very helpful to go to the pages of the new verticals, read up on them, get a good feel of how people in that market are approaching dictation, as well as download and read these case studies and have them ready to send out to your customers. I've also created a kind of a quick guide. And the purpose of this cheat sheet is understanding key factors for talking to people in 4 of our key industries. So if you're currently selling into the medical field or looking to expand into legal, for example, this should help you understand a little more into what makes attorneys tick, including how to talk with them, what the legal environment looks like from their perspective, and why they buy. And again, if you're already selling into medical and legal, you want to get into public safety or insurance, you have the same thing. Again, this is available to you from 1450 or from us directly. Comparisons between Philips DPM Pro and Entry. Now, I wanted to show this because I understand, so we have various levels of dealers for Philips products. We have professional level dealers, we have entry level dealers, and we have consumer level dealers. And really, a professional dealer can sell any mixture of these products. So if you already are a professional dealer, know that you can sell anything that I'm about to show you. I wanted to make sure that those that maybe aren't currently Philips professional dealers, that have a better understanding of what products may still be at your disposal. First of all, here's a comparison matrix between the DPM, so the Philips recorder, professional recorder on the left-hand side, the DPM 8000 or 8500 being our barcode model, compared to the DPM 7000 and the DPM 6000. I'll ask at this time that you ignore the DPM 8200 and the DPM 7200. Those are our European models, so they are the exact same thing as the 8000 and 7000 recorders. They're just pre-configured for the slide switch to be the way that Europeans prefer to have the slide switch. So from this, again, this is one of the comparison matrices that you can download, have available for you. But I wanted to go over just a few of the key differences between the professional and the entry, as we call it, kind of the entry recorder or semi-pro recorder market. From the hardware's perspective, as you can see, they are very much the same. You still have the same large color screen. You still have the stainless steel case. And we have, even in the entry, you do have access to a slide switch recorder in the DPM 7000, where the DPM 6000 is a push-button only recorder. You'll see that the DPM, one of the fun features of the DPM 8000 is the ability to have either the standard screen or the analog screen, right? The digital tape, as some people call it. Whereas in the DPM 6000, you only have access to the standard screen. You do not have access to the analog image screen. All right. So beyond that, I wanted to go over some of the features. And since one of the main features between the professional and the standard recorder is the software that comes with it, whereas the dictation workflow software that comes with it with the DPM 8000 is the professional software versus the basic software that comes with the DPM 7000 and 6000. Now, to show you the difference between the two softwares, again, we have another comparison matrix, which, again, you have access to. Now, every customer is different as to what they need in a workflow. But some of the most important differences in the software are the ability to manage encrypted files. Okay, so the SpeechExec 8.1 software, which is going to be here on the far right-hand side, so it's our basic SpeechExec software. In that, you don't have the ability to manage encrypted files. So there's no encryption in using the basic software. There's no job notification. So with the SpeechExec Pro, you have the ability where, for example, a transcriptionist, this is where I've seen it more prevalent. The transcriptionist likes to get a pop-up. They have the software running. They'd like to see a pop-up come up every time they have a transcription to do. And that is available in professional version, but not in the basic version. Also, the professional version has integration with speech recognition. So integration with Dragon Naturally Speaking, for example. And that is available in the SpeechExec Professional, and that integration is not available in the SpeechExec Basic. When it comes to the recorders themselves, we have certain differences in the devices as well. In the professional version, a docking station is included, whereas the entry, the docking station is not included. And this is about a $99 value in the professional. For those that sell entry recorders, What I recommend, and what we found a lot of success with is, and increasing your revenue as well, is if they do buy an entry recorder, typically you can follow up in a month or so, see how they're liking their recorder. You're loving your recorder, great. Did you know you could get a docking station for it? And still get that $99 docking station with them further on down the road. So if they went into the entry because that's the solution you have, or they went in the entry to save costs instead of going with the professional recorder, typically later on you can follow up and still get that additional add-on sale of a docking station. You also have device and file level security in the professional device, which means a 4-digit PIN to unlock the device, and also file encryption on the card. So if someone were to get a hold of your recorder, take that memory stick out and put it into a different recorder or put it into their computer, the files themselves are encrypted. So you have protection on the device and file encryption at the professional level, whereas the entry doesn't have those security features. On the professional, you have what we call a 3D mic system, which is you have 2 microphones, a unidirectional dictation microphone and an omnidirectional conference microphone. And you have a motion sensor that automatically switches between the two as you either pick up your recorder and use your unidirectional microphone, or lay it on the table and it switches to the omnidirectional conference microphone. With the entry products, you have stereo microphones. So it is stereo recording. There are still 2 microphones in it. But it is stereo microphones for recording. Some of the sales differences for you. This means higher availability. The entry products, the entry recorders, means a higher availability to the reseller channel, which means if you're a reseller who doesn't qualify for selling the Philips professional recorders, you can get into it using the entry-level recorders, and perhaps that springboards you into the professional sales channel, or you can continue to sell those entry-level recorders. You may qualify to sell these even if not selling the professional recorders, and I really encourage you to ask Stephen if this is something that you're interested in. We also do have consumer-level recorders, the ones that you would find in a store. Things like that. So the nice part is ours are the only ones with color screens. I know we're about to, as far as the store might go, coming soon, I believe this month, even next month, there'll be a big launch of these new recorders in Fry's electronics stores, for example. We'll have great big booths in there, and that's a way for you to kind of see the way that we're marketing these, get the name out there, but still be something that if your customers aren't needing the professional features, this still may be a good solution for them. Always also a good solution to have available for schools and people going back to school, college, things like that. As you notice, there are some that are specific for different things. And some industries even prefer these type of recorders. It seems like when you get into news reporters and things like that, typically they'll have one of these recorders, as they're not always in the need of one of the professional level features and software. So again, there's a number of these that are available to you. We're the only ones out there in this particular market with color screens, and also we're the only ones where every model syncs with the USB cable. All right, so a quick dive into Philips SpeechMike Premium versus the competition. You saw that competitive matrix that we had before, and here you see it again. But I wanted to go over just a couple of the key advantages of the SpeechMike Premium over competition. Number one, speech recognition. The best audio quality for better speech recognition. Cannot focus on that one enough when it comes to working with your customers. You have the studio quality free-floating microphone, which means it focuses more on you, eliminates so much more of the other sounds that can come through, even just as you're rubbing the microphone or clicking buttons. But it minimizes that, and combining that with an integrated pop filter significantly reduces those unwanted noises. And like I said, especially if someone's talking into it close up and they're getting the breaths that are distorting the sound, you eliminate with the with the pop filter integrated into the microphone. Another part is when it comes to speech recognition, every button is configurable for certain commands and macros, things that you want. When it comes to ergonomics and the aesthetics of the microphone itself, it's definitely the most comfortable for all-day use. A lot of attention and focus went into the ergonomics of the hand and how the SpeechMike Premium fits into that. And really, nothing looks better on your desk, right? Or when you're in front of the customer, nothing looks better on in your demo. And as you see here, comparing the SpeechMike Premium with the competition, nothing even looks near as good. So in summary, Philips has the marketing tools to help you be successful, including brochures, matrices, Speech World app for when you need something right in front of the customer, canned web pages and banners for you to improve your web presence. Philips can help you expand into additional vertical markets. And that's part of why I'm here. If you're trying to get into additional vertical markets, we have a lot of tools for you. Let me know and let Stephen know, and we can work together to help you get into those vertical markets. Philips is a solution you can sell. We have Pro, we have Entry, and Consumer. And Philips has the best microphone, dictation microphone for speech recognition by far. Best audio quality, most comfortable, and the one that's going to make you look best in your demo. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Steve.
Thank you, Tim, for doing that wonderful presentation. Again, if anyone has any questions or comments about today's presentation, we will be uploading it and making it available for later viewing, as well as you can always email me or reach out via phone or chat or however is most comfortable for you. So we can go ahead and get those questions answered for you. And as you see now in the slide, these were the big prizes we were alluding to in the beginning of this webinar. We are giving away the giant 49-inch smart TV from Philips, as well as the mini projector, the PicoPix. The TV will be for what we did each additional month prior to this, or excuse me, each prior month to this, where for every $500 spent with 1450, you'll receive one entry into a special live drawing that we'll do on October 2nd. And for the PicoPix mini projector, every order that you place for a Philips product, whether it's batteries, recorders, speech mics, etc., will earn you a single entry into a drawing for that, which will also be held live on October 2nd along with the TV. So this is huge, huge news, especially, like I said, for the big ramp-up of SpeechRec in September. I know it's traditionally a busier month during the rest of the year. But like I said, if you have anything else, need anything else for Philips or any other products out there, let me know, let Tim know. We'll be available whenever you need us, however we can to help you push this in front of your end users. And like I said, thanks, Tim, for everything that you presented in front of us. We look forward to having a great month, and we can open up to anyone that has questions currently now.
That sounds good.
So if anyone does have questions, feel free to write in the chat box, or you can IM me, or send emails, or you can even call one of our offices as well. So I guess we can give it a little bit to see if anyone wants to write anything in.
Okay, I don't see any questions at this time. So let's go ahead and close it up. I appreciate everyone's time with us today.
Yes, thank you all for joining. And if anything does pop up during the rest of the day, like I said, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be glad to help you and help steer you in the right direction.
Thank you.